Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we get this season started with an AFC East tilt right off the bat, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the New York Jets. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here's Strong to begin the drive. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Douglas, the man in motion. Second down, here's Strong once more. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Here's a screen play. This is Strong. And now off to the races down the right side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They give him a gain of 37.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
On first and 10, it's Strong. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Strong again. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to third and 6. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On third down, here's Strong. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
And his kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a first and 10 at their own 17-yard line. throwing to start the drive. Wilson. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Wilson. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. Down the left sideline. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's first and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. On first and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On second down, a run with Hall. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
This now a 3rd and 4. On the draw, it's Hall. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at them with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
This will be caught at about the 5. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Wilson. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hall. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this? That's into a crowd and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Jets are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll buy some time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Paul on a give up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Pats are going to have it here just past the 25. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. To throw on 2nd down. O'Neal finds Strong on the check down. And they bring him down at the 27-yard line.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of the play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the penalty rightfully declined. They'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? And
he'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
The lessons will continue. This rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. O'Neal. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Throwing on 3rd and long. O'Neal. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Hardman to return. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jets will take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Straight ahead is Hall. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 13. 106 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. And look at that. I'd say somebody's already in mid-season form here in game number 1.
Doesn't need a whole lot of carries in the preseason, does he? He needs to get the ball when it counts. And when it does, he makes it count.
The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a
touchdown. Allen Lazard from 10 yards out. And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-3. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Off the play fake. O'Neal. He's going to let this one go deep. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd and 2, O'Neal. He's going to take another shot here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
A very limited time left to get in the field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
I
remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Third and 2, now Wilson. And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
This is brought in at the 21. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Throwing to start the drive. O'Neal firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
To throw on second down. O'Neal, he sets to fire deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Now Wilson on first down. He finds his man complete. It's Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A very solid gain of 27. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On second down, Wilson taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Wilson. And he is caught. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They'll give to Hall. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 120 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, right back to Hall. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Just need a yard here. Second and 1. Here's Hall again. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eating up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall taking it in from 11 yards out. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
And the Patriot first down.
Back to throw. O'Neal. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
A gain of 36 yards. First down, Patriots.
And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down, and they got him. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Handoff, Strong running left. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
They'll go again with Strong. There's a nice move, and he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 58 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
They'll run with Strong. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Pierre Strong, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll bring a tight end in motion. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
This is 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Give to Hall running right. Through the middle of the field. And finally taken down at the 45-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. A lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll go again with Hall. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 27. Boy, 192 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Here's Wilson. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Jets 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Open man is Uzomah. Well, the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Hall. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And as this drive began, the offense had to be thinking touchdown, knowing the situation. Even after that loss, touchdown still on their minds. This is a one-possession game. A field goal doesn't do them a whole lot of good.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. One more time with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. O'Neal, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route. And he will have a Jets first down, and that should just about do it. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Open man here is Conklin. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
And if it wasn't over before, it is now. Looking for that one final first down. They got it and then some. And if they play things right from here on out, that should just about assure them a victory.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Jets, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for New England, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.